Okay, now you need your tap. This is a 1/4 inch by 20 tap. The 20 is the number of threads in an inch. And you don't want to overcut these threads. You hear some guys say, well, you want to really make sure the threads are really nice. Actually, you don't. You want the threads a little undercut. It makes a tighter grip. This is going to take a lot of force. You have a ram here that couldn't pull it out. So you need that kind of force in order to remove the stuck case. Okay, so here's the tool we're using to remove the stuck case. Pretty simple, isn't it? Got a couple of washers. We've got a 3-inch long 1/4 inch by 20 thread bolt. We have 2 5/8 nuts. Now look, there are some cases that are a little larger. This is a 300 Weatherby Magnum. Pretty good size case head. There are some cartridges that have a larger case head, so you're going to have to make sure that you use the one that's going to fit over the top of that case head. That's mainly what we're doing here. So now, and I do a little trick too with this, and I'll show you what I use. So once I get that bolt started, make sure everything's okay, I use this shell holder as a spacer. Just gives me a little more room, and it allows me to get a little more space in there so that when I'm pulling that out. So you're going to use that later on sometimes if you don't have enough room to pull it out with the 1/4 inch nut that you have to start with. Now remember, this amount of space that you're trying to make here means that this right here, this bolt that I'm using, is going to want to go down into that case. So you want to square everything up good. Start rotating it, and I can feel the case coming out. Now when I'm lifting that case out, this pin's getting closer too. So you got to remember that. So check it for binding. So what do we have here? So now what we have is unthreading this here on this end so we can lift the whole apparatus out. So back to the vice grips. Don't overdo it because there's some nice knurling there, and don't want to overdo it. Beat up that knurling on there. The other reason why it's helpful to have that ram out of the way so you can remove these parts without too much impediment. Okay, so now we've removed the stuck case. Okay, so now that we have the stuck case removed, what we want to do is we want to cut open the case so that we can get the resizing pin out of the case without damaging it. That's going to be a trick. Okay, so what I do, vice grips again. Get the vice grips out, clamp it down on the case head. In German they say good and tight. And then I take a pipe cutter, slide it over the top, tighten it down, and start spinning it. And it doesn't take much, maybe 15 turns. Okay. Now what we've done is we've cut that case, and an undamaged resizing and decapping pin has been removed from the stuck case. Stuck case removed. We reverse the process. Put everything back together, just like we had found it. So, there you go. We've removed our stuck case. We got everything ready to go again, and nothing was damaged, and didn't cost you a penny. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.